led, of course, by Darius Rucker. Hootie has sold more than 25 million albums. They won Grammys for Best New Artist, Best Pop Performance. Darius now also, of course, one of the biggest country music stars on the planet, winning another Grammy for Best Country Solo Performance of his hit Wagon Wheel. And now, for some reason, he has decided to share his entire journey in a new memoir. It's called Life's Too Short. D, always good to have you back.
Always good to be here, man. Always great to see you.
A couple years ago, we talked about this, and I said memoirs only work if you put it all out there.
Yeah.
You put it all out there in this particular book. You write about the music, you write about the demons, you write about the family. Standards informs me that I have to reveal that I actually wrote a review of the book as well. And the way that it's set up, every chapter devoted to a song that shaped you in some way. What would you say was the most meaningful chapter to write about?
Oh, the Nancy Griffith chapter that I wrote about my mom when she was in the coma and when she died. That was, reading that back brought me to tears. That was very meaningful to me. That was the most meaningful of all of them.
And there's Carolyn right there. You've got 3 adult children.
Yes.
When you went to your children and you said, you know what, kids, Dad's decided he wants to write a book. What was the reaction?
Nobody wanted me to write this book. Nobody was. I mean, they weren't against it, but nobody was excited about it. And but they knew I was going to do it. And everybody was, they get my back like they always do. And so. Actually, I was with Danny yesterday. She's like, should I read it? I was like, Danny, that's up to you, baby. That's up to you.
Oh, you don't know if they've read it yet? Oh.
No, I think Jack's looked at it. And, Danny's still contemplating. I'm sure Carrie will read it. Yeah.
You devote a lot of the book as well to your life on the road in the 90s with Hootie and then later as well. And there's a lot of drug use in the book.
Yeah.
You write a lot about how much drugs, how many drugs, how often you were using these drugs. And at one point you said that you were actually surprised you made it out alive.
Yeah.
How did you get that monkey off your back?
Oh, when I quit. It was one of those things where one day, I tell the story in the book, one day I was just told that I had to quit, and so I walked away from it. And it was the best thing that's ever happened to me. I say all the time, the best saved my life. And that's when she did that, because all 4 of us, when we sit around and we talk, we're happy all 4 of us are still together and could do this, because one of us could not be here real easy.
You're talking about the band. You're talking about the rest of the guys in the band. And Beth, your ex-wife, who saved your life when she said, the drugs have to go.
It's over, yeah.
I want to switch gears for a moment, because earlier this year, a lot of folks probably know you had a bit of a run-in with the law down in Franklin, Tennessee. I want to make sure I get the charges right. 2 counts of simple possession or casual exchange of a controlled substance. 1 count of violation of Tennessee vehicle registration, all misdemeanors. What happened that day? Walk us through what happened.
It's funny, because I'd gone to a friend's house and they were moving and asked me to take some stuff. And I did, and got pulled and got stopped. And the crazy thing was they let me go. And it was a year later that I get a phone call that said there was a warrant for my arrest. So I went down, and 57 years, never seen the inside of a jail cell.
Which is pretty remarkable, actually.
Yeah, it is. And but I went down and we handled it, and my lawyers are taking care of it, and it is what it is.
You said the friends asked you to take some stuff.
Yeah.
As in take it and put it in the car, or like?
Yeah, they were moving and just couldn't fly with it. So will you take this? So I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We reached out to the Franklin Police Department and the Williamson County Sheriff's Office. We have not heard back yet, but as we sit here, the charges are still pending?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the tour. You guys are Hootie and the Blowfish going back out.
Yes.
Starting in Dallas this week.
Yes. I'm very excited. Rehearsals were great. I think this year, when we've been out in 19, we hadn't been out in 15 years. But this year, this may be the last time we do it. So we're all really excited about it and going to have a real good time with it.
And how many dates?
50.
50 dates. And you just got back from touring in Europe as well.
And one of the greatest tours I've ever done was the European tour I just did. It was unbelievably awesome.
We'll talk more about this next hour, but I did want to get your take on something, because you have made quite the name for yourself in country music. You write about that in the book as well. And I feel like we're in this moment where artists that look like us, there are a lot more of them in country music than there were just a few years ago. You've got, of course, Beyonce's transformational album, a number of other albums. You were the first artist since Charlie Pride who really burst onto the scene in a meaningful way, an artist of color. Do you feel like you've gotten the due that you deserve for opening a lot of doors for black artists in country?
I don't think, even going back to the Hootie Club days, I don't think we ever get the due of what we've done. And everybody's talking about this great renaissance. The one thing that I'm proud of was that none of the folks, Beyonce and everybody's put on country records on had to hear, I don't think my audience accept a black country singer, because I heard that.
Yeah.
And I proved it wrong. And that's when, you see Kane Brown and Warren Treaty and Chapel Hart and Willie Jones and all these guys now. I see it and I love it. And it's a great thing. But maybe I'll get my due when I'm dead, but that's okay.
I think maybe before that.
Oh, we'll see.
Before we get out of here, there's a passage in the book that when I read this, it touched me, and it's the Life's Too Short chapter. I wish it would rain is the chapter title. And you write in part, I lift my head, dab my eyes, and sing, I wish it would rain again and again. This is her final concert, the concert that she's supposed to hear, a concert for the two of us, connecting the same way we did day and night a week or so ago, connecting as we always have during my entire life with her, deeply, lovingly, with our whole hearts, our souls, not needing to speak, just feeling each other, connecting through music, through a song. You were writing about your mother after she'd had the heart attack.
Yeah.
She never got to see Hootie play.
She never saw, that of all the things in my life, that's the hardest thing. She never saw us play. She never saw us have the success we had, and that moment was, I was on the road and she was in a coma, and I came home and, just sang I Wish It Would Rain probably 100 times that day. And that, you just made me almost want to cry, man. That meant a lot to me.
What do you think Carolyn's boy would say about all of the success that you've enjoyed?
Oh, she would be so proud. She would be so proud and keep telling me what she always told me. If you're going to dream it, go try to live it. And she'd have a really big house.
Always a pleasure.
Always, my brother.
And Darius is going to come back next hour as well, spend some more time talking about the book and talking about life as well. Again, the book is called Life's Too Short. Tickets for Hootie's summer tour on sale now.